Imagine a universe where music isn't just sound, but pure math made audible, where every note you hear vibrates in perfect harmony with nature's laws. Today I want to talk about why the way we usually tune music, called equal temperament, breaks that cosmic harmony, and how an ancient, deeply mathematical system called just intonation restores it. If you're ready, let's unpack the physics, the history, and the beauty behind why some intervals just sound right. At its core, consonants, the sensation of intervals sounding pleasing or stable, is a physical phenomenon. When two notes form a consonant interval, their sound waves align in simple, predictable ways. Mathematically, this means their frequencies relate as simple whole number ratios. The perfect octave, that would be the difference between one C on the piano and then the next iteration of C on the piano. The perfect octave is 2 to 1, double the frequency, double the vibration rate. The perfect fifth, 3 to 2. The major third, 5 to 4. But why simple ratios? Well, because when frequencies fit these ratios, their waveforms synchronize, creating periodic reinforcement instead of interference. This alignment reduces beating. That's the wavering roughness you hear when waves clash. And your ear perceives it. And your ear also perceives the absence of beating as pure and stable. But here's the twist. Modern Western music doesn't usually use these pure ratios. Instead, it uses equal temperament, dividing the octave into 12 equal parts logarithmically. Now, this lets musicians change keys fluidly without retuning. Huge for versatility. But it disturbs those perfect ratios, because those perfect ratios are not equal steps. They're geometric relationships. For example, the perfect fifth in equal temperament is slightly narrower than the pure 3 to 2 ratio. In just intonation, the perfect fifth is exactly 702 cents. A cent is 1/100th of a semitone in the 12-tone equal tempered scale. It's a very small interval used to measure tuning differences precisely. Anyway, in just intonation, the perfect fifth is exactly 702 cents, while in equal temperament, it's 700 cents, a difference of 2 cents. Doesn't sound large, does it? But though just 2 cents apart, this tiny discrepancy does create beating, micro fluctuations in volume that our ears can detect, even if only subconsciously. So who cares, right? Well, think of it this way. It's like baking a cake with only 98% of the sugar you're supposed to use. Oh, sure, still tastes pretty good, but it's not perfect. There's just a little something missing. Over time, these small compromises add up, making the music sound less natural. And the larger the whole numbers in the ratios are, the more sensitive the pitch is to slight mistunings. And coincidentally, the larger the discrepancy is, typically, with the equal tempered equivalent. Kind of the worst of both worlds. More sensitive, and yet more out of tune. But this debate over tuning isn't new. Back in the Renaissance, musicians and theorists fiercely argued about the correct way to tune. Galileo's father was even a huge mover and shaker in this world. Anyway, keyboard players loved Equal Temperament's ability to play in all keys, but vocalists and string players preferred pure intervals to preserve the harmonic beauty. The battle of tuning systems was a core tension in Renaissance and Baroque music, shaping composers' works and instrument design. Even Bach's well-tempered clavier was a groundbreaking attempt to find a middle ground. Well-tempered, meaning you could play in all keys, but not necessarily with perfectly pure intervals. It was a musical revolution. Fast forward to the 20th century, when composer Harry Partch threw out Equal Temperament entirely. He built new instruments tuned to 43-tone just intonation scales. That's right, 43 pitches instead of the customary 12. Embracing the full richness of natural harmonic ratios, Partch's music sounds otherworldly and organic because it's rooted in pure math, the same math that underpins the universe's vibrations. So why should you care? Because tuning affects how music feels. Just intonation's pure intervals produce rich, resonant tones with less beating, which can evoke deeper emotional responses. Barbershop quartets, for instance, tune their harmonies with just intonation to create those iconic ringing chords, a literal acoustic phenomenon that makes their sound shimmer. So the next time you listen to music, think about the invisible math behind the notes, the waveforms dancing in perfect or imperfect sync. Just intonation reminds us that music is more than art. It's physics, history, and nature all wrapped together. Dive into this fascinating world and rediscover how sound can truly sing when it follows the universe's perfect ratios. Happy listening.